Did we just uncover the snake oil of the plant world?
And that's the magic. We do not need pesticides. We do not need chemicals. We do not need Monsanto. We just need to preserve the life force, the energy, the magnetism, the chi, the prana, the beautiful essence of life in our planet. And that's where electroculture can come in to help reestablish that.
All you need to grow your plants faster without pesticides and even fertilizer is a stick, some copper wire, and the energy of the universe. The ether, the magnetism, the chi, the prana. But does it work? Or is it just another ploy to sell gardeners hopes and dreams of faster growing plants? Today, we're diving into the absolutely wild world of electroculture. Electroculture is a fascinating corner of the gardening world, and it has almost like a cult-like following. You might have seen these videos popping up on YouTube and TikTok, like this one.
But this is her garden before electroculture in 2020. She was just using compost and fertilizer, which is the traditional way. So this is the after of electroculture, implementing copper and wood antennas in the garden to amplify the Earth's energy, the magnetism, and the life force of the sap, the plant's blood. What's happening is she's increasing the magnetism and the Earth's energy in that area, creating a vortex so that the plants can grow larger, get bigger, and also receive more nutrients.
Or like this one.
And that's the design right there. And he used that, and he'd have people sit in between them, and they would have their cancer go away, or one lady lost 200 pounds, all kinds of things.
Now, I'm not here to hate. I love this old dude. But I can't tell if these people are onto something or out of their minds. The comments all claim how well this works. That's how I ended up here. I saw one of these videos, I clicked the comments, as I always do, and I read through them. And people are claiming it works so well. So I dug deeper into the rabbit hole. Electroculture aims to harness the Earth's energy to supercharge your plant growth. But we'll let the experts explain.
But basically what electroculture is basically harnessing the Earth's energy that's all around us, the ether, the orgone, the chi, the prana, everything that's all around us that we just can't see. What you're doing is you're taking a piece of wood with copper or brass, you can use either one, and you're taking that and you're putting it into the ground and you're creating an ether antenna. And that ether antenna is going to pick up the frequencies that are all around and help increase the magnetism and the sap, the blood of the plant, right? And when you put this little antenna in there, the plants will now resonate because now you have an antenna right next to it, and the copper will start to re-energize the soil.
That was Matt Roeske. He's not just an electroculture advocate, but he sells things on his website such as dragon's blood capsules and pearl powder for over $200 a pound. A quick scroll through his Instagram feed shows us all the different health trends that he is quick to hop onto and then commercialize and sell products behind those health trends. On his blog, he also talks about opening your third eye, the alien flu, and the ocean beneath the ocean that contains fresh drinking water that no one knows about or talks about. Don't you worry, we will get back to Matt. But if electroculture works as well as he says it does, then why isn't it taken over the agricultural industry? Is it just Big Ag silencing this gardening secret? And this is a good moment to tell you about our sponsor of this week's video, PalmStreet. PalmStreet's an awesome platform to get really great houseplants and crystals and gardening accessories for a very good price. You can participate in live auctions where you watch people in the exact plant you want to bid on, or you can go to the Buy It Now function and shop at people's sites, just like you would on Etsy or another platform. I found they have some of the best prices and an incredible selection of the hottest plants. If you want to get some really rare anthuriums, there is fabulous selections, and some of the biggest sellers in the plant world are on PalmStreet now. And if you've got a lot of plants to sell and you want to do it quickly, check out PalmStreet for sellers. If you join using my code below, you'll get some money off and you'll help support our channel. I really appreciate the support, and thank you to PalmStreet for sponsoring this week's video. Electroculture isn't new. Back in the 1800s, scientists and farmers started experimenting with putting wires in the ground and different ways to capture the the energy of the air. Some electrified fields and patented certain devices to add electricity into the soil effectively. Nikola Tesla even dabbled in the idea, and he was all about wireless electricity transmission. Wireless electricity is real. It's how we wirelessly charge our cell phones. But sending electricity through the air loses power very quickly. This is a Tesla coil, but it has its limitations. Now, the idea with electroculture is you twist these copper wires around a piece of bamboo. You must get the twisting correct depending on which hemisphere of the earth you're in. You either go clockwise or counterclockwise. And if anyone ever posts a video of them not getting the specific results, someone will come in the comments and remind them they're twisting it the wrong way. They need to add wire braiding or maybe build a pyramid of copper. And if that's not working, just add a magnet on top. Bill is very upset about this electroculture video Crystal had made.
Electroculture experiment. Copper wire, plant. Electroculture experiment.
He says, learn what you are doing because you are turning people off when you show videos with no results, when you are doing it all wrong. It seems as functional as when people put crystals in the pots of their plants. But electroculture naturally faded into the background in the 1900s when we started synthesizing fertilizer from the air. I mean, forget electroculture. Some dude won the Nobel Peace Prize for pulling fertilizer and nitrogen from the air. That is proper witchery. Ever since then, we have been yielding more and more food to feed 8 billion people. It has revolutionized agriculture. They did also make explosives with it, but we're not going to talk about that. But with TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, there's these little snippets of people showing their progress with electroculture. And I've struggled to find actual scientific experiments of this. There's a lot of videos like this zucchini video.
Here's a very good example of electroculture, guys. Zucchini, 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 all planted at the same time. Zucchini. How about that one?
And there aren't even results videos on Rumble. Yes, I checked for us. This comment explains exactly how I feel about it. Remember, kids, photosynthesis is so yesterday. Apply imaginary energy directly to your plants to maximize yield. I promised you we'd talk about Matt more. Matt also thought the moon vanished in October of 2024.
Shouldn't we address this? Shouldn't we alert people that the moon is potentially missing for 6 hours during the day? Where is it? You know, I mean, it's crazy.
But luckily, these folks in Canada found it for him. He's also made claims about there being unlimited drinking water on Earth right under our feet. And he's racked up an impressive record on science feedback, where they've refuted a bunch of his claims scientifically about LED lights causing cataracts, peanut oil in vaccines causing peanut allergies, all viruses simply not existing at all, and removing your wisdom teeth causes heart conditions. But Matt's not the only one attempting to commercialize electroculture. Probably the biggest offender is Thrive Garden. They're selling electroculture kits from $80 to $500. If only people would just try fertilizing. But what about the actual copper itself and how pests might be reacting to this copper? After all, we do use liquefied copper as a fungicide to treat powdery mildew and other fungal issues in houseplants. Also, copper can leach into the soil and become very harmful to humans and other animals. And a lot of these electroculture gardens are for edible crops. This is one of my favorite success stories actually of electroculture. A gardener shows the back row of their crops, and they seem much larger than the other row. But this actually wasn't electroculture. This is just a different variation in how plants grow. Now, I wasn't ready for this next study. Researchers at Berkeley in the 1980s actually applied a high voltage of electricity to the air. They used an air ionizer, which are commonly used for air purification in homes. And they got plants to grow faster and to yield more. It was a hydroponic tomato greenhouse, and they treated the air. They did not treat the soil or the water. Plants matured to fruit about 2 weeks earlier for tomatoes, and that's really incredible. They yielded about 27% more fruit, and the fruit had more vitamin C in it, and they tasted better. And there was also a drop in whitefly infestation in this greenhouse. So this study does show that air ionization does work, but that is very different than taking a piece of copper and sticking it into the ground. So should you try electroculture? Maybe, but mostly you should just get into your garden and garden more. And I promise you, if you get a bag of worm castings and stick it in a bucket and bubble that water and make compost tea, that will do infinitely more for your garden than a stick with some copper wire wrapped around it. Thank you for watching this week's video. Please like the video and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe so you'll be notified for the next time we make a video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.